Hey everybody, this is JT Curtis, and I finally wanted to give you an update on the history of rock and roll, because I know a lot of you have been asking about it, and the quick answer is the history of rock and roll, the 1960s, is being worked on. We shot it a little while ago, Nick and I and my dad, so it is in production, and I've started working on it. Unfortunately, I have a lot of other things I got to work on. I got work, pay the rent, and plus I got an album that's out right now, so I'm doing a lot of work for that. So it will come out. I don't know when. I can't give an answer to that, but it will come out, I swear. The problem was when we did the history of rock and roll in the 1950s, I basically went out on tour with Let It Be, so I wasn't around, so I couldn't really work on the 1960s. But over the summer, I got together with Nick and we started writing the next episode, and we shot pretty much most of it. I think we still have a couple of things we gotta work on, some voiceover and stuff, and it's also, just to give you an idea of the process that goes through making these. The first thing, obviously, is just writing the episode, but also doing research. What I'll do is I'll write up a script, and I'll just jot down just anything I know. So for the 50s, for example, I knew I was going to talk about Chuck Berry and Little Richard and Elvis and Bo Diddley, the end with Buddy Holly and the plane crash and everything. So I knew all the plots I was gonna hit, and I also knew that I was going to analyze what the first rock and roll song was and the themes of, the racial tensions and everything like that. So there was all that going on. Then I do like a little bit of research. I have a lot of books on like the history of rock and roll, and I'll fill in all the blanks. So go, oh, okay, I need to talk about this person and this person, this person, and I don't like to just like read the Wikipedia article or something. I like to actually analyze it and find some stories to tell, or find out why necessarily it was so important. And then I end up having like a whole list of stuff, and I gotta whittle it down to the length of the video. So then I've basically got the outline of exactly what I want. Then it's a matter of writing in some jokes and trying to organize it in a way, and I'll show it to Nick, and Nick will throw in his little jokes and throwing in all the little quips about Magical Beat or whatever it is he does, and then we have to plan exactly what we're going to shoot. It's mostly on the couch up there, and then anything else we'll do in voiceovers. But we knew we were going to go outside, and so that doesn't necessarily take as long. It's just getting our schedules together and everything is the other problem. But then really what takes the longest is editing. First of all, I gotta find all this footage, because it's not like I have it all at my disposal. It's I gotta go find it on the internet, or I gotta take DVDs I have and I gotta transfer them, and then I gotta edit it. Editing just takes forever. And then usually it's like, well, this is kind of long, I probably gotta take something out so it just feels like it's not running too long. And at the end, you gotta do all these little touch-ups and stuff. Touch-ups, I can't speak today. And then you upload it to YouTube. So that's pretty much the same thing with the 60s, only I think we got a little more ambitious with the 60s. We wanted to do a little more things. We have a whole thing about drugs, and we're going to have a funny moment where Nick has like a drug freak out and all these kind of things. And, obviously the 60s is the decade of rock and roll in many ways, maybe aside from the 70s. So just a whole lot of stuff that's goes into making these, in addition to doing gigs to pay my rent and just finding the time and just editing, which just takes the longest amount of time. And I want it to be done right. I feel like if it was just something I had done in the past where I didn't really care so much about it, but this is like something I'm really passionate about, and it's history of rock and roll, and I feel like it deserves to be talked about respectfully. So in this particular case, it probably will take a little longer, but it is being worked on, so maybe I'll try to do some other like quick videos in between these, but unfortunately they take a while. So but it will come out eventually. It is being worked on. I actually did a little bit of work on it just now, so hopefully it'll be out soon. But just wanted to give you guys an update on that. No, I'm not dead. No, I'm not giving up on the series. I'm just trying to Yeah, it's like if you listen to some of these songs from the '60s backwards, it says JT is dead, JT is dead. But anyway, so that's that, and I will see you all soon. I might do like a top 10 list or something just to kind of have something to work on. But that's my update video, and I will see you guys next time. All right, see you soon. Bye.